everyone, and welcome back to another amazing episode on the Hope and Renewal podcast. This is where faith meets real life and hard truth is held with compassion. Again, this is your favorite host, Antonio Banks. I want to thank you for tuning in. I hope and pray that this message touches your heart, and if it does, that you share it with somebody else. Today's episode is called Stay in Your Lane. See, I know most of you who are listening right now have heard somebody say this before. Stay in your lane. I know maybe you heard it in a movie, maybe from a coach, maybe from that one friend who's quick to give advice but slow to follow it. See, I know if you're in your early 30s, late 20s, you already know what it means. But like me, who's in their 40s or older, let me break it down. Stay in your lane means to focus on your own responsibilities, your own calling, your own goals, and resist drifting into areas that aren't yours to handle. See, it's about knowing your role. It's about staying true to your purpose. It's about avoiding the distraction of watching someone else's progress. It's not about being selfish. It's about being faithful. In everyday life, it means respecting boundaries in relationships. It also means not letting unnecessary drama pull you in. It means avoiding the temptation to compare your pace to someone else's highlight reel. See, in your career, it's contributing where you add the most value instead of micromanaging someone else's assignment. But here's the truth, because this is what the Hope and Renewal podcast is about. We've all swerved into somebody else's lane before. I know I've done it plenty of times. We've been backseat drivers in someone else's life. We've critiqued their speed, their route, even their detours, forgetting their road isn't ours to travel. So let me give you an example of what I mean. Not long ago, an unknown couple was caught on a kiss cam at a concert. Looked innocent enough to people smiling, in the crowd cheering, sharing a lighthearted moment. But then here's the truth. The truth came out. Both were married, just not to each other. And see, just like that, what started as a cute, harmless moment turned into a public scandal. Social media lit up like wildfire. They were quick to share. Social media was quick to judge, and they were quick to put a label on somebody. No context, no compassion, just pain, just plain exposure. See, it wasn't the first time something like this happened, and it won't be the last. But here's the real question. Why do society love pointing fingers at someone else's wreckage while ignoring the dents in our own lives? Why do we scroll, screenshot, and spread instead of reflect? Even pastors at churches picked up the story, quoting Luke chapter 8, verse 17. For nothing is secret that should not be made manifest, neither anything hid that should not be known and come abroad. And that's the truth. God sees everything, and we know that. Nothing is hidden from his light. But here's something we forget to ask. What about your secrets? What about the porn edition you hide while your spouse is asleep? What about the pills you tucked away behind a pillow or underneath your bed? What about the texts you delete before anyone else can see them? The thing is, we're quick to highlight someone else's downfall while carefully burying our own in silence. But God doesn't just see their mess, he sees yours too. And the thing is, we can quote scripture all day, but quoting scripture doesn't excuse you from living in it. But here's the danger. The moment you start swerving into someone else's lane, you risk crashing into a purpose that was never meant for you. See, we compare the slowdown, jealousy would throw you off course, and judgment would distract you from what God assigned you to your hands. See, we should know that our lane was designed by Him. It was custom built with twists, detours, and destinations made just for you. Let me give you a couple of examples in the Bible that people liked swerving in other people's lane. Cain and Abel, they compared, led to tragedy. Peter and John, when Peter asked about John's path, Jesus replied, "What is that to you? You follow me." Martha and Mary, Martha complained about Mary not helping, but Jesus said, Mary chose what was better. The last one, the Pharisees, obsessed with controlling others, walked with God, but blind to their own hearts. Each time, the lesson is clear. Focus on your calling, not theirs. See, life is like a multi-lane highway. Some lanes move fast, some lanes are slow, some have potholes, detours, and construction zones. But just because someone else's lane looks smooth doesn't mean their engine isn't about to blow. Don't mistake appearances for reality. It's tempting to peek over the line. So why do they have what I've been praying for? Why are they being recognized while I feel invincible? And why did their blessing come sooner? But see, God's timing is perfect. If you stay faithful to your lane, nothing meant for you will miss you. So keep your eyes forward. Keep driving even when traffic is slow. Keep praying even when the road feels empty. Keep building even when nobody's watching. Because every mile matters. Every step is preparing you for the finish line. I want to close with this. Hebrews 12:1 says this, let us run with perseverance the race marked out for us. See, you were not created to finish their race. You were created to finish your own. And when you cross the line with faith, obedience, and integrity, you'll know every mile, every delay, and every struggle was worth every bit of it. I want to thank you for tuning in to the Hope and Renewal podcast. I hope and pray that this message touched your heart. And if it did, that you share it with somebody else. Share their link on Spotify and YouTube, Apple Music, Amazon Music, and Pandora Music. And I want to say thank you again. This is the Hope and Renewal podcast. And remember, stay in your lane.